Hello everyone, this is Renee Millman at reneemillman.com. We're going to go within today and I'm so excited. I just love doing these videos. It gets slightly crazy, but I really do. I always look forward to sharing another topic with you all. I really have a lot of fun doing this. So let's go in. So I want to talk about being able to stand up for yourself. Do you have trouble saying yes when you mean no, or no when you mean yes? Do you find that you get into situations and then you walk away feeling like you got pushed around, you're angry and resentful, and now you're upset? And you think about it and a day goes by, maybe a couple of weeks goes by, a month goes by, and that still comes up and it bothers you. So does this sound like you? Let's explore that. Why is it that we have trouble standing up for ourselves? And I'm willing to bet that at some point in your life, you learned that to assert yourself and to stand up for yourself was met with some sort of negative result. Whether it was abandonment or an outburst by the other person or something very painful like that, that taught you that to stand up for yourself meant bad things happen, pain is the result, and therefore that behavior was rewarded negatively. And so you learned to just comply, to just go along with things. And now as an adult, that doesn't help, because when you don't stand up for yourself and you let yourself just absorb whatever comes away, and if it's not what you want, you are the one who suffers as a result. This has to change. We can change this. So what do? You have to start taking that risk. Start being bold and brave enough to say, hey, this is not okay with me. This is not appropriate. And risk pissing off that other person. And if you're used to feeling like, if you're used to being kind of more of someone who wants to please people, you may find that difficult to do. To not always comply, to not always go along with things, and to speak up and out and say, no, I don't agree, or no, that comment is not appropriate, or hey, you can't talk to me that way. Anything like that. It's really empowering when we can learn to talk back to that. What we have to do is to say, I gotta stand up for myself, because if I don't, who will? And I'm worthy of that, and I'm deserving of that. And it's good to have healthy boundaries. It's good for me to assert when something is not right, when I need to speak up and out and to stop something that's not right. Because if I don't, I'll be the one who pays. So we have to look at it that way, and to realize that it's not our job to take care of someone else's feelings. It's not our job to protect other people and sacrifice ourselves. And that's often what's kind of hidden underneath this difficulty in asserting our needs and standing up for ourselves, is we use ourselves as sort of like the one who gets stepped on, the one who gets sacrificed, so that we can keep other people okay. I want to challenge you to put a stop to that, to not carry around that anger and that resentment, and instead to listen to that little inner voice that's saying, hey, I didn't like that, that's not okay with me, say something. Is to pay attention to that voice and speak up. You don't have to do it in a mean way, you don't have to make a big scene, but say something, because you are worth that. And that's healthy self-respect, that's healthy self-esteem. And to let whatever happens after that happen. It can be scary. So one way that you can practice for that is to rehearse it in your head. Imagine after the fact, after something has happened and you might be thinking, oh, I wish I had said this instead, that would have been so much better, but now it's too late. Well, don't worry, the life will always present you with more opportunities to practice, guarantee that. So go in your head and play that situation out. And if there's, if you're really, really afraid of some conflict happening afterward or something like that, go to that worst case scenario in your mind where it's safe and ask yourself, what if that happened? Then what? What would you feel? What might you do? Would you be able to handle it? Because you know what? I think you would. So sometimes we're so afraid of this worst case that we don't even go there at all. We don't actually act what we want to do. So my challenge is to start to stand up for yourself, to take that leap of faith and do that. Speak out when you feel that inner nudge to do so. And always, if you want to kind of practice, go in your head and play out that situation that happened. Go to that worst case scenario and face it there. Face it in your mind first. You can use that as sort of like your training ground. And that can help kind of prep you for when a real situation in life happens. So it starts by building up your core and your center to remember that you are worthy of respect. First and foremost, by giving it to yourself. You are worthy of having boundaries that are upheld and maintained and strong. Start with yourself. And take that risk of speaking up. Even if you're tripping over your words and it comes out choppy and all messy, that's okay. Take that risk. Speak up. Say what you feel. It doesn't have to be a big outburst. It doesn't have to be full of swear words, but just assert how you feel. Assert and stand up for yourself. You are worthy and deserving of that. It's exciting. It's good stuff. But when you start to do that, it feels good. It feels strong. Even though there may be a little bit of kickback, there may be this voice inside that goes, along with feeling strong, also goes into total fear mode and anticipation because, oh no, I stood up for myself. What's going to happen next? What fallout am I going to get from doing that? And I think that's very normal. Just allow that feeling of that fear to exist there, but keep moving forward. Don't let that push you back down and saying, well, okay, well, that's, I'll just, whatever people say to me, that's okay. It's not okay. And you'll know it's not okay because of your feelings. If that feeling of being upset starts to come within you, that is your first indicator that something's not right. I need to do something here. I need to act. I need to respond. So, respond intelligently, respond elegantly, and you can learn to cultivate that. So, let's go. Let's get out there, and again, life will always bring us situations to practice. So, I hope that this has helped. I know there's so many people that struggle with this. And it's okay. Don't beat yourself up for it. Just keep working at it. Keep trying. All right? So please take that into your week, and I hope that that helps you. And if you have a comment or a situation or anything, please leave it for me below. I do appreciate your time, your comments, your time watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I do appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.